Hello everyone, this is Dr. Tonic, your proactive guide to wellness, and today we're going to be talking about mindfulness based stress reduction. Now, since 1970, there have been over 150 randomized controlled trials that have demonstrated that across all psychological measurements, there have been quantifiable improvements with MBSR, or mindfulness based stress reduction. It's also been shown that it works across all ages. Just kind of going into the definition, it's a program that offers secular intensive mindfulness training to assist people with stress, anxiety, depression, and pain. Further focusing on mindfulness meditation, it's a method by which attention skills are cultivated, emotional regulation is developed, and body awareness is honed. Through exploration of patterns of behavior, feeling, thinking, and action. So many MBSR courses are taught over an 8-week course, focusing first on body scanning, which essentially entails quietly sitting, lying, and focusing one's attention on various regions of the body, starting with the toes and moving up slowly to the top of the head, or in the reverse order. MBSR is based on non-judging, non-striving acceptance, essentially just letting go. It's focusing on the present, is thought to heighten sensitivity to the environments and one's own reaction to it, consequently enhancing self-management and coping. It also provides an outlet from just ruminating on the past or worrying about the future, trying to break the cycle of these maladaptive cognitive processes, promoting mind and body awareness to reduce the psychological effects of stress, pain, or illness. Now, to kind of dive into the evidence associated, Yang et al., he looked at MBSR on work stress and the mental health of psychiatric nurses, and he published back in 2018. And what he focused and looked into is a symptom checklist, an SCL-90, a self-rating depression scale, and a self-anxiety scale. And after the intervention, all scores across the SDS, the SAS, and the SCL-90 showed significantly decreased and statistically significant changes in all metrics, with a p-value of less than 0.01. MBSR can reduce work stress, anxiety, depression, and other negative emotions among psychiatric nurses and improve their mental health. Another study by Gotik, he looked at the 8-week mindfulness-based stress reduction course, looked into the fMRI of what was actually changing in the brain, and they found that it was similar to traditional long-term meditation practice. This is a systematic review that was published back in 2016. And it actually found that the prefrontal cortex, cingulate cortex, and the insula, as well as the hippocampus, showed increased activity, connectivity, and volume in stressed, anxious, and healthy participants. Additionally, the amygdala showed decreased functional activity, improved functional activity with the prefrontal cortex, and earlier deactivation after exposure to emotional stimuli. So basically, they were able to step out of their fear, anxious, etc. faster. MBSR led to changes in the amygdala consistent with improved emotional regulations. These findings indicate that MBSR induced emotional and behavioral changes related to functional and structural changes in the brain. Another study by Courier et al. Looked at the mindfulness-based stress reduction for healthy individuals in a meta-analysis published in 2015. And what he found was large effects on stress, moderate effects on anxiety, depression, distress, and quality of life, and small effects on burnout. When combined with changes in the mindfulness and compassion measures, however, it correlated with changes in clinical measures at post-treatment and at follow-up 19 weeks later. So this intervention that they did, they actually found that it kind of continued out and helped these individuals even longer. How do I even start MBSR if I'm interested into it? Well, the best place that I think that you can go and find more information is Positive Psychology. It's kind of one of the main spots that you can look into MBSR, and it's free. I recommend the 8-week course. It's the most popular. There's also a workbook that you kind of can go through that they provide to you if you're interested in. Another place that you can look into mindfulness meditation is mindful.org, and I'll link all of these too as well. There's plenty of other apps as well, Headspace, Meditation, Sleep Made Simple, etc. There is a wealth of locations that you can start. Thank you all for your time. You guys have a great day.